Okay, so Nick, take me to the coalition though. I mean, when you think about breaking records in this city, y'all were a major factor in that. What was that like in that Atlanta with the clubs being out the damn chain and y'all having a DJ in every last one of them and pressing buttons around here?
Hey man, listen, the early coalition, we started coalition in 2008, me and Big X. I was managing Jagged Edge's studio at the time, Jawar. So shouts out to the twins. Those are my guys, Brian and Brandon for sure.
Twins.
Mama Casey, Mamil, all of them. So, I'm at the studio in Decatur. I knew Funky through my homeboy June Dog. June Dog, for those that don't know, like that's who really got me. Well, my older brother really was like, my older brother rapped, so he was kind of the one that introduced me to music. But June Dog, I went to high school with him. He was a couple years older than me. June used to sing on all the Kizzy Rock records. So all the Don't Stop It, Kid Rock, that was my partner. This is crazy. So he was singing all these hooks. So I was like, oh, you can really, that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like June was the man to me. So it's funny, like, all these like Jamie Foxx videos you see where Jamie is like singing like silly like nursery rhymes or that. June was doing that back in high school.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? He was singing like nursery rhyme records and being funny, but he sang like Brian McKnight damn near. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. So I met Funky through June. And then I met Big X and everybody else through Funky. 2008 rolls around. I had already used these guys to break Jeezy. These were the same guys going to the strip club because that's where Jeezy hung out at. So it's kind of like, again, finding your niches. Niches bring riches.
Come on.
That was his niche. We like, well, shit, we always here. Let's just get with these guys. So we got with Funky, got with X, got with X-Rated, got with Nando. And then, like I said, at this point, managing Jagged Edge Studio at the same time I'm doing CTE stuff. X comes in, he says, hey bro, we need some office space. I said, you know what, the studio got plenty of office space. Why don't y'all just come work out the studio? And we sat there one day kicking around and we looking around and we saying, damn, you already got Legion of Doom, you already got Hitmen, Casper was running Hitmen, Ray Hamilton had Legion of Doom, Cannon and all them had affiliates. And we like, you guys need a crew. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all were already unhappy in the places that y'all had been before. For money reasons. And I'm like, okay, y'all need a crew. And y'all are in strategic places. Nando was at Magic at that time.
That's right.
And Onyx had just got going. And he was doing, it would have been, what was Kamal's, would have been platinum at that time. Still would have been platinum. Funky was at Strokers. X-Rated was at Magic City. X was doing platinum as well. So we had all these key spots. And I said, yo, I just broke Jeezy through y'all. And I can be the point person because everybody know me now.
Exactly.
Shit, I can get it done, man. And we started it, and bro, it shot off like a rocket. Like, no lie, like people wanted to get their music because we had already built this blueprint, this pipeline with Jeezy. So everybody who came after that was just like, hey man, I want that Jeezy package. That's what they used to call it. I want the Jeezy package. Put my music everywhere y'all put his. And I was like, all right, bet. I know exactly who to take you to. I know every DJ in this city and who to get it to, man. But it was great, man, because it was, mind you, we coming off the BMF era. The money was plentiful.
My God.
The people had seen a proven blueprint, so they knew it worked.
That's right.
And and what comes out of that blueprint is Future, Rocco, Shawty Low, Late Tip Records, 2 Chainz, Cash Out. Everything that starts to kind of spring from the city, and that between like 2008 and 2016 is all coalition.
Exactly.
And you could just go through the Atlanta history and do your Googles on that one, and that tell you everything we broke.
When Future touched down, man, and it was time to break him, what was it like helping him make his stain on the city? Because once he grabbed hold of them clubs, it was over. It
was over. So the cool thing about Future was that Future dropped the same time, and I always forget this kid's name. My man Chubby Baby. Chubby Baby had an artist. He had this song called "Meet Me in the Tunnel."
Yeah, I know. I know exactly.
Right.
Rock Mob. Was it Rock Mob?
No, that wasn't Rock Mob. I can't think.
No, I know what you're talking about. Had the waves.
Yeah, exactly.
I had him on the show.
Shawty had dreads because I remember him and Future. I used to confuse them. They would come in the club, and I would be thinking it was one, and it was the other one. But Chubby Baby was behind Dude at the Tunnel record, and I remember Shawty used to Chubby and them used to take to when Velvet Room was on Chamblee Tucker. Every time they would play the record, Chubby, dope as this is one of the greatest ideas he had, but it was so expensive. He would have the bottles come out every time they play the record. So they start the record. I think Infamous was DJing at the time.
Yeah.
And you just see 15, 16 bottles just come out the back every time this song played. So I was like, man, that shit looks amazing. So Future at the time was the underdog. Future was running around with Rocco.
Yeah.
Rocco just had, the leverage and the street cred and that and third. But, and they throwing money in the club, but it didn't look as pretty as what Chubby Baby and them was doing with Dude.
Exactly.
But we just kind of got behind Future because it was like, man, we like the underdog.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So while, and these are my brothers to this day now, but it's like while Infamous and some of the bigger DJs, the radio guys were playing that record, we was like, we got this dude. So we just kind of backed Future on the strength of Rocco, and we just looked at the two and was like, he's the underdog, we want him.
Yeah.
And at that time, you talking about, this is Watch This with him and Rocco, and Yeah.
Woo.
And them two records.
Yeah.
Y'all know what they did. And then by the time X-Rated got a hold of the Dirty Sprite tape, it was gone. And now mind you, like I said, we're actively breaking and Watch This in the club. X-Rated's on Dirty Sprite as one of the main, him and Esco.
Yeah.
And so it's coalition all over it.
My God.
Come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why to this day everybody credits us with Future because, you know what I'm saying, we was there in the beginning of Shawty.